everyone, I'm the Mighty Blues, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Last time, a body has been discovered, and that is the body of Nekomaru. We haven't begun the investigation yet, but in this episode, we are going to do so. But first, I need to look at the Monokuma File. The victim is Nekomaru Nidai, aka Nekomaru, after his robotic transformation. His body was discovered in Grape Tower, which is inside the funhouse. His head is severely damaged and beyond repair, so that shall be considered the cause of death. Despite the fact that his arms and legs are dismembered, these limbs were actually designed to be detachable, and it seems they separated due to a severe impact. I'm assuming that impact is the pillar that fell? Question mark? Aside from that, several other areas of his body are damaged. Because of this, many of his functions seem to have shut down. Okay, so he was smashed across the face with that hammer, and I guess stumbled, fell on the pillar, and that's what the rest of the damage came from. His arms and legs are detachable, and it looks like they separated due to a severe impact. Does this mean Nekomaru was repeatedly clubbed by some sort of weapon? But was there a reason they needed to club him over and over again? Probably because he's extremely strong. They'd have to use a lot of force. Or the person who inherently killed him wasn't very strong. The other thing that I'm confused about is you can clearly tell that the door to Strawberry House is locked off and that this is in Grape House. Meaning that in order, like, the killer either would have had to come from Strawberry House, swab everything over to Grape House, go to Grape House, bring Nekomaru here, and then kill him. Well, actually, now that I think about it, they would have had to do the same thing to get Nekomaru out of Strawberry House. Even if they were a part of Grape House, they'd have to go to Strawberry House, grab Nekomaru, take him all the way back to Grape House, bring him over. Yeah, because I was trying to think of, like, who could inherently be the killer based on the two-house structure. It would have been difficult no matter what house you were in, so I don't know. Now looking at everything we can look at. You know what, let's start with the door. What is this? The door at the far back has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. It looks like it's sturdy. It's a sturdy metal chain. It's wrapped around the doorknob from every direction, and it even has a padlock on it. Why did they do something like this? Perhaps this was used as an alternative to locking the door with a key? If that's the case, you wouldn't be able to enter this tower from the Strawberry Hall side. Yeah, so they were forced to go around. After all, this door should lead to Strawberry Hall.
You are right.
If they barred this side of the door with a chain, it would be impossible to open it from Strawberry Hall. But still, why would they need to bar the door to Strawberry Hall? I guess they could have padlocked it after killing Nekomaru? Oh, now that I think about it, you know what it could have been? It could have been used to cause suspicion on Grape House. Because here's the one person who could be seen as suspicious. Hajime. Not that Hajime did it, but there are other characters that have tried to put the blame on Hajime for being the traitor. So this absolutely could lead suspicion to him. That's my thought, at least. In this case's Monokuma File, there's no written time of death, right? Didn't that happen when Ibuki and Hyoko died too? Oh, did it? But the reason the time of death wasn't mentioned when those two died was because the time of death was key to the mystery surrounding their murder. Oh, so that's going to be important to Nekomaru's as well. Could that be the case this time too? By the way, I would like to confirm this just in case. Ultimately, it is safe to assume that Grape Tower and Strawberry Tower are the same building? Yeah, Chiaki confirmed that. Well, that's the only thing we can think of. Even when we experimented with Chiaki's handbook and left it in Grape Tower, it still showed up in Strawberry Tower.
Which means?
The reason each tower's wall is different colors is because the floor lighting is changing the colors. The reason Usami's floor portrait is different in each tower is because it is merely a projection. Yeah, that should be the case.
Then
it is decided. The two towers are the same building. Thank you, Sonia. We figured that out already. Which means the scene of the crime is simultaneously Grape Tower and Strawberry Tower. Your point? How does that pertain to Nekomaru's murder? The only thing I can think of is, like, depending on what the lighting is, that determines what the core house structure is. Meaning that the killer came from Grape Tower. Which would inherently imply it's one of the four here in this room. But I'm starting to think otherwise, because why would they padlock Strawberry Tower? But I guess that's a good way to transition over to the walls and the floor pattern. Along the tower floor, there appear to be many lights built into the floor, illuminating the wall. Because of these lights, the walls and interior design of the tower look green. However, because these lights are shining on the walls, the ceiling is pretty dark and I can't really see it. But there's nothing strange about the lights. They probably have nothing to do with the case. Ah, see, but that's where we disagree, Hajime! This picture of Usami's face with grapes in her mouth. There's nothing at all strange about it, though. I disagree.
Huh?
Huh? What's this? Did you find something?
Well,
Under Nekomaru's body. No, wait. There are small, rock-like fragments underneath Nekomaru's body. You didn't need to correct yourself like that. And what do you mean, rock-like fragments?
see?
Here, look. There are a lot of these small fragments. It's like they fell under Nekomaru's body.
Well,
But oddly enough, though these fragments are underneath Nekomaru's body, there are hardly any on top of his body at all. What's strange about that? Is there a problem that they're not on top of his body? Actually, there is! Because that means that the pillar fell before Nekomaru was killed. Because I assume that the tower fell on top of Nekomaru. Okay, yeah, so here's an idea. Someone bonked Nekomaru, he stumbled, fell on the pillar, pillar fell, bonked him again, he died. That actually does create a lineup to how and when he was murdered.
yep.
If you don't know, it's okay. It probably means they're not that important. Well, if you put it like that, now I can't help but think they're important. Yeah, that's just Chiaki's way of doing things. Alright, Akane, what do you got? Did you find anything? It looks like you haven't found anything yet.
Leave it to me.
We need clues, right? I'll remember something, so just wait for it. Looks like that's gonna be a little hard.
Yo.
Oh, I remember. There is something I thought was weird. What happened early in the morning? You're going back that far?
Like,
Come on, you noticed it too, right? You heard that rumbling sound? We did! Rumbling? Yeah, we heard that giant crash, and then Hajime thought he was just imagining things. Yeah. I was sleeping pretty heavy, so I wouldn't think about how hungry I was. But that noise woke me up. I ran out of my room without thinking, and after I did that, then what happened? I didn't see anything, so it looked like the others didn't come out of their rooms either. And I felt pretty dumb for being the only one who came out, so I went back to my room and fell back asleep.
what's that?
In the end, I never found out what the sound was, but it's been on my mind for a while. You know, now that you mention it, it does seem strange. Just what was that sound? I think it was the pillar falling. You don't know either? Well, I should tell you in more detail. When I ran out of my room, I happened to glance at the lounge clock. It said it was around 5:30 a.m. Were you able to find out anything with that info? Actually, yes! Thank you, Akane! I didn't think that rumbling noise happened that early in the morning. But I'm not really sure if that noise pertains to the incident or not.
Why?
What the hell? I went to the trouble of remembering that and you got nothing? Jeez, you're so damn useless. She seems agitated. Well, it's understandable. Yeah, her best man! Her man is dead! Okay, so that actually gives us a timeline as to when Nekomaru was killed. And this looks to be the murder weapon. An enormous hammer has been carelessly left on the floor. It's suspicious because it stands out so much.
How cruel.
Perhaps that hammer is the weapon that broke Nekomaru. I do believe a weapon of that size is capable of damaging Nekomaru. This hammer is the weapon? But it looks a little too clean. It's almost like it's new or something. Ah, fair point.
No?
Also, where did the killer obtain this hammer? Prior to now, I do not believe I have ever seen an object like this. Was it hidden somewhere? Good point. There's no supermarket in here. I wonder where they obtained it from. Maybe the final dead room? That's the only thing I can think of. Let's look at the pillar. The pillar next to the door is tipped over and broken. Did this pillar break when it fell over? Not just that, there's a strange liquid on the upper section of the pillar. Is this Nekomaru's oil? This is the only pillar that's tipped over. The other one is still standing. Plus, behind me is the door to Great Hall. The two pillars on each side of the door haven't changed either. They're not tipped over. It's strange that this pillar is the only one that's tipped over. It might mean something.
Huh.
I see. I got it. Got what?
Leave it to me.
This pillar is the weapon. I mean, wait, actually, she might have a point. The killer used this to beat up Coach Nekomaru. Considering the fact that there's oil on the pillar and not the hammer, she might actually be onto something. This huge pillar?
Damn it.
If he gets socked by something like this, even Coach Nekomaru wouldn't stand a chance. Yeah, well, that's impossible. It'd be too heavy to wield as a weapon.
Now then.
Hajime, grab that end over there. Huh?
I'm gonna do it.
We have to try it out, obviously. Come on, hurry up. Fine. Jeez, you're more forceful than usual. Yeah, I don't think it's used as a weapon the way you think it's used as a weapon, Akane.
It's no use. It's barely budging.
Didn't I tell you?
All right. If that's how it's gonna be, my body can take it. Power times 3.
No, seriously, just give it up already. Yeah, unless you know the Kaioken, Akane, I don't think that's gonna work.
Why?
It's no use. It won't even budge. If two people can move this pillar, then it's impossible to use it as a bludgeoning weapon. Yeah, but I still think she's onto something. It's the only thing that has blood. Well, there's only one person who could have lifted something like this. Robo Coach Nekomaru. He's definitely the only one. Oh, I wonder if that's gonna lead to something. And unfortunately, the only thing left to look at is his body. It's Nekomaru's body. It's cruelly broken. It looks like it's been so severely damaged that even his head was dented. That'd be the fatal wound, right? But Nekomaru's body should have been durable enough to withstand any assault. For Nekomaru to be this damaged, it can only mean whoever attacked Nekomaru didn't hold back. Now's probably not the best time to think about this, but I guess Nekomaru was really transformed into a robot, huh? I was getting used to the idea, but now that I think about it, robots are definitely unusual. Well, it doesn't matter if he was a robot or not. Either way, Nekomaru was still killed. It's definitely strange, isn't it? What is?
Well,
If they wanted to kill him, they could have just destroyed his head. Why did they destroy his entire body, too? Maybe they didn't know how to kill a robot, so they damaged him all over.
you.
But they win against Coach Nekomaru! He ain't the type to die easily!
What's that?
They obviously didn't fight him head on, but even then, he wouldn't leave himself open to attack. You're right. In fact, that's the biggest mystery. Nekomaru was even stronger after he became a robot. I can't think of anyone who'd be capable of killing him. Yeah, that's a great point. Anyway, this alone isn't enough information. I should investigate a little more thoroughly. Oh my god, we actually have to investigate every part of the body? Alright, let's investigate the wire. There's strutty? That sounds like a typo. A sturdy metal wire tied to Nekomaru's left leg. Same wire is tied to his arms. It's almost like he was bound up or something. But even if they bound him up, the killer still had to deal with a robotic Nekomaru first. Who did this, and how were they able to bind Nekomaru? Also, the tip of this wire looks like it's been tied in a loop, but what was the point of this? Maybe to behead him? Cause like they could have like tied it around his neck and I don't know. That's my first thought, but I'm starting to question that. Cover on his chest is open slightly, but it won't open much more because the cover is all messed up. If only Katsuichi was here, he might have been able to open it. Jeez, what the heck could he be doing right now? Yeah, that's another thing that I've been meaning to ask, is like, where is everyone else? Huh? There's something protruding from behind Nekomaru's neck. Is this? Oh, yeah, his off switch! Just press the goodnight button on the back of my neck and I'll be forced to enter sleep mode. Maybe the killer pressed this button to make Nekomaru enter sleep mode. But still, it's hard to think that the killer was able to easily press a button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. Even if Nekomaru was ambushed, but it still wouldn't be easy. Yeah, I'm wondering if we're gonna get any more clues to the, like, time of events, because I'm confused on who could have killed him, how they could have killed him, and, like, the only thing we know is when. This fluid flowing out of Nekomaru's body. Based on the smell, it seems like oil. It seems to be flowing heaviest from Nekomaru's head, probably because that's where the fatal blow was dealt. This oil. For Nekomaru, this might be similar to normal blood in humans. Which means all this oil is just a pool of robot blood. Anyway, that's a whole lot of oil. It's not going to be easy to clean up. Yeah, but that's Monokuma's job, not ours. No, now's not the time to even worry about that. I guess for now, this is all we can do to investigate Nekomaru's body. Yeah, so where do we go to investigate the rest? I'm going to assume Strawberry House. Guess for now, I've checked out everything in this place that caught my attention. What is it? You seem lost in thought. Well, the final dead room. Final dead room? The heck? Why are you bringing up that place all of a sudden? Well, the hammer on the floor, the chain wrapped around the door at the far back, and the wire that tied up Nekomaru. All the evidence at this crime scene consists of things we've never seen inside this building, doesn't it? I did mention that they could have gotten it from the final dead room, but that was just a theory. But as long as we can't leave, then there's no doubt that they came from somewhere within this building. So that's why you mentioned the final dead room. Monokuma said beyond that room, there's an ultimate weapon in a place called the Octagon.
Yep.
Yeah, so if we think of that place like an armory, then that's where the killer obtained their tools, right?
Then...
If so, let us go confirm it. No, that's dangerous. If you go in there, you have to play the life-threatening game.
Well,
I'll be the one who tries to confirm it. Huh? What are you saying? You were the one who said that place was dangerous, right? Man, it's noisy! I can't focus with all this noise! Sorry.
It's not like that.
It's not you guys. There's a sound that's been ringing since before the investigation started. A ringing sound? Since before the investigation? That reminds me, you've been mentioning that sound for a while, haven't you?
Hey.
Akane, what kind of sound is it? It's like a high-pitched alarm clock sound. It's probably ringing from upstairs. Could it be... Maybe it's better if we go check out that sound first. You gonna go check it out? Then you guys go. I'll stay here.
Then...
I shall wait here as well. Please be careful, you two. Sonia's okay, but... How come you're not going, Akane? Well, that sound is annoying, and I don't really feel like leaving.
Hey.
Hajime, it's okay if it's just the two of us. Come on, Akane. Come on. Akane says she wants to stay here. Huh? Oh, I get it. She wants to be with Nekomaru. She doesn't want to leave Nekomaru's side. I don't know if she's actually aware of that or not.
Yep.
Let's go, Hajime. Yeah, if you say so. So, I get maybe it's in one of the rooms? Oh, Jesus, yeah, that sound is annoying! Gee, how the hell did we not hear it from the other? Oh my god. That has to be on the other floor, hasn't it? Or it has to be. Jesus Christ, that sound is loud. Oh my god, who the hell installed that? Is it in one of the rooms or is it in the lounge? Oh, it's the phone! Jeez, it's so noisy. It looks like that phone is ringing. Phone, huh? Guess I'll answer it. Wow, didn't even think about the phone.
Damn right.
Oh, you finally answered. That voice, is that you, Fujiko? Jeez. Do you know how long the phone was ringing? I was getting worried that no one would pick up. What are you guys doing? Are you all still in the strawberry house?
Like...
Even if we wanted to go over there, we can't. Looks like someone broke the damn elevator. It's not moving at all. What the fuck? Okay, so that just makes me think even more that it's someone from Strawberry House. Because think about it. They went to Grape House, killed Nekomaru, made it look like someone from Grape House killed him, went back to Strawberry House and destroyed the elevator. Right? Or am I thinking about this all wrong? And we can't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall because the door button there is broken too. So basically, we're sitting ducks here. Not only is the elevator broken, but the Strawberry Hall door button is broken too?
Hey, bastard.
Hey, are you listening? Yeah, I'm listening. Anyway, everyone in Strawberry House is safe, right?
Well,
we're safe, but we can't find Nekomaru anywhere. Do you know anything? So, did they not get the body discovery announcement? Didn't you hear the body discovery announcement earlier? Damn it. So that's what it was. Shit! Why did it have to be Nekomaru? He just came back to us! Where was he killed? Grape Tower. When I went there this morning, he was already...
I see.
Right, I see. Grape Tower. If the door to Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, we'd be able to enter the tower and... Holy shit, that's it! The killer broke the elevator and the Strawberry Hall door! So they could split everyone up and prevent us from doing a proper investigation. Holy hell, that's smart! Holy hell, that's really damn smart. Good on the fuck the killer, but good on the killer.
Dumbass.
Damn it, that dirty bastard! What about another way? Is there any way you guys can come to this side?
Well, yeah.
I guess we just have to let Kazuichi handle it. He said he'd take care of the elevator, and I guess he's our only hope right now. You're right. If he doesn't stand out now, where the hell will he, right?
Like...
Based on what Kazuichi said, it's gonna be hard for him to fix the Strawberry Hall door without parts. But he said he might be able to do something about the broken elevator. Well, we'll be waiting. Are you guys going to be okay?
Damn right.
Yeah, we'll head over there as soon as Kazuichi fixes the elevator. Until then, it's up to you, bastards. Oh, that's so smart on the killer to separate everyone. So the call came from Strawberry House? Apparently, the others can't come over here because the elevator's broken. There's no doubt this is the killer's doing. They prevented the others from coming to the crime scene. As long as the elevator's out of commission, those guys won't be able to investigate. But that's not all. For some reason, even the door button to Strawberry Hall is broken too.
Huh?
The door button to Strawberry Hall? Then that door, is it blocked from both sides? There's a sturdy chain tied around the inside, and if the button is also broken on the outside, then... yeah, that seems to be the case. Why did the killer need to block both sides of the door? I'm not sure, but there is something strange about that. I would like to investigate that in more detail, but if they can't move over here, then we can't go over there.
Yep.
Which means, for now, it's impossible to check the final dead room. I'm not entirely comfortable with you going over there, but regardless, it's impossible now anyway. Apparently Kazuichi is repairing the elevator. All we can do for now is to put our hope in him. Yeah, right. Huh. Considering that all of the technology is being broken, kind of makes sense for Kazuichi to be the first suspect. But I don't know if Kazuichi is capable of committing a murder this elaborate. Cause like, Kazuichi's kind of dumb. But Monokuma isn't going to wait. I doubt we have that much time before the class trial starts. I hope Kazuichi can fix it soon. If not, knowing Monokuma, he's probably gonna force the trial super quick. Hey, are you even listening?
Hey, bastard.
Hey, are you listening?
Damn right.
Nagito, I'm talking to you. Huh?
Jeez.
Don't hum me. I figured you weren't even listening. Also, are we actually going to do the investigation from their perspective? As Nagito? We're playing as Nagito? Oh, fuck me. Sorry, I was just thinking. You were probably thinking of something messed up, weren't you? But I have been listening to you. Nekomaru was killed, right? Then that body discovery announcement was referring to him.
Damn it.
Out of everyone here, it just had to be Nekomaru.
Damn it.
After what he went through to come back to us? Damn it!
How pitiful.
It's tantamount to be killed twice. Truly, he was a man burdened by terrible misfortune.
Hey.
Okay, so now that we know the situation over there, is it alright if I go ahead and fix the elevator? Is it alright if you wait a little bit? Before you do that, we should...
Did you call for me?
Get the Monokuma File, right? Ah! He's here!
Now then.
It seems you guys have noticed that the incident is taking place, so this is for you!
Red bean bread and milk.
And there's a bonus item!
It's the Monokuma File.
Thanks, Monokuma.
Do your
Come on! Satisfy your hunger with this, and do your very best on the investigation! Why is the Monokuma File being treated like a bonus item? Whatever, man! Let's just eat! Eating should come first right now!
Damn right.
You're right. It's okay if you guys eat, but can you hear me out while you're at it? What is it? Well, I was thinking about what we should do, and I wanted to discuss it.
Even so.
Thanks to the killer, we can't even go to the crime scene. We have to wait till Kazuichi fixes the elevator. True, there is no doubt that the killer is responsible. But it seems as though they made a huge mistake. I gotta give Nagito credit. He is really good at pointing these things out. So it is interesting to play from his perspective. There's no way that the symbol of hope will give up because of this little setback. I love how I just complimented Nagito and now he just said something stupid. There's no way everyone will just cross their arms and wait for the class trial to start. We need to do everything we can on our end to prepare for the class trial, right? Well, yeah.
Fine.
It seems that we too shall begin the investigation on our end, though it remains unclear how much we can do. Is this acceptable? If I show my serious side, things will not end with mere child's play. I'm so glad! I knew you guys were pumped up from the start. How beautiful. Even though you guys are suffering from despair, I can see that you guys are still fighting for hope. Such a beauty. There's no higher honor for me than to investigate this murder with you guys. So, we need to be grateful toward Nekomaru for becoming the foundation of this hope. Oh, Nagito, just shut the fuck up. Oh my god, just shut up. I absolutely hate this mindset that he has of like, yeah, it's great that all of our friends are dying because I get to see the hope in everyone's eyes for survival. When it's just like, oh, it's so fucked up. Well, regardless, whose side should I be on for this case? The killer or the rest of you guys? I must make sure I face this case's mystery properly if I'm going to find out which side is the true hope. Do I actually want to look at this from the perspective of Nagito, I'm starting to question that. Hey, you guys, why don't we try arranging the sequence of events in this case? You know, so we could properly understand the situation we're in.
Fine.
I have no objection. Proceed. Well, then let's look back at what happened this morning. We tried to use the elevator so we could participate in Monokuma's Tai Chi, right?
Damn right.
Since we're staying at Strawberry House, in order for us to get to the meeting spot at Grape Tower, we need to use the elevator first and go to the Grape House. That was before 7 a.m. since it was right before Monokuma Tai Chi.
Man.
Once we realized the elevator was disabled, I seriously panicked. Like, actually shat my pants. Sorry, just had to add a little bit of, had to add a little bit in for Kazuichi. And since we couldn't do anything about it, we just tried to get inside the tower from Strawberry Hall. But when we actually got there, the button on the hall door was broken. Thanks to that, we couldn't enter the tower at all. So, Fuyuhiko suggested that we use the phone and call Grape House.
This too
And that
must
was
be the
everything that
real
happened this morning.
causality.
I must say, I'm surprised. Never expected that the elevator would be disabled. But then, how was Nekomaru able to go to Grape Tower?
Man.
Well, obviously he went before the elevator was disabled. And when was that?
You.
Idiot! If we knew that, it wouldn't be this difficult.
Well.
No, we might know what time he went to Grape Tower.
You serious?
Huh? Seriously?
I.
It was around sunrise. That's when I saw him going down to the first floor.
What?
You mean you personally witnessed Nekomaru going to Grape Tower?
Hey.
When was the sunrise? Was it before that rumbling sound? Huh? Rumbling sound?
Huh?
What? You don't remember? Right after the clock in the lounge started ringing, we heard a rumbling noise. Did that clock even ring in the first place?
Hey.
You didn't notice that either? Seriously, this thing was super loud! Huh? That's weird. I feel like we're not quite on the same wavelength. Well, it is what it is. There's no way you guys will ever be on the same wavelength as trash like me. Looks like this is leading to an interesting development. Yeah, because up until now, we didn't know that the tower or the clocks actually ring. So now that we know that, we're able to get a little bit of a time frame on things, but...
The night is my domain.
You must have been in a deep slumber last night to not notice the alarm and that rumbling noise. I mean, if Nagito's anything like me, yeah, that's true. I am an incredibly heavy sleeper. I see. You must have been possessed by a wandering succubus. For you to avoid being snatched away to the world of the dead. I knew you had the devil's luck. Well, my luck is my only good quality. Yeah, he is the ultimate lucky student after all. Hey, you said you witnessed Nekomaru at sunrise, right? Can you explain that to me in a little more detail? I was so hungry yesterday that I couldn't sleep. I figured it was nearly morning, so I went to check the clock in the lounge. Turns out I was totally off. It was still around 5 a.m.
Hey.
And that's when it happened. I heard the sound of the door closing off in the distance. And when I stuck my head out from the lounge, I saw Nekomaru's back. He was about to go down to the first floor. I thought about running after him, but I didn't have the energy or willpower to do it. If I knew something like this would happen, I would have mustered the strength to follow him.
Hey.
Why would Nekomaru wander off so early in the morning? I was wondering that too. I mean, I already knew I wasn't going to get any sleep. So I just sat in the lounge, stared off into space for no reason, and waited for him to come back.
Jeez.
And that's when the clock in the lounge started ringing. Thanks to that loud alarm, completely forgot about Nekomaru. Until just now. Then, from the time you saw Nekomaru until the alarm rang, you were at the lounge the whole time? But what were you doing during that time? By chance, were you thinking about everything that happened so far and getting choked up?
What?
What? Huh? Was I right? Of course not, asshole! You're completely wrong! Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. And I thought you were reminiscing about Peko or something. But that can't be, right? After all, you already know how pointless it is to cling on to the memories of the dead. God, fuck you, Nagito. This guy angers me so goddamn much. am really starting to hate playing as him. I actually thought it was going to be interesting, and I feel stupid for that. Hey, Kazuichi, if you don't mind, can you inform me? That stuff about a rumbling noise and the ringing clock, what's that all about? Seriously? You don't know? You're so kind, Kazuichi. Thank you for actually taking the time to explain it to me. So that's how it is. Fine, I'll tell ya. It happened last night. I was sleeping peacefully in my room, and all of a sudden, I heard this huge sound. What the hell? The sound was super loud, so I rushed out of my room. And as I went down the hall toward the lounge.
Hey! What are you doing?
This raucous... It's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice.
Don't go making all that noise so suddenly. It's not me. The wall clock just started ringing. I was just trying to stop it. Then hurry up and stop it already. I know. I'm in the middle of doing that.
And that's when the sound finally stopped. Oh, I don't know why I said that as Fuyuhiko. That was Kazuichi. Man, that totally freaked me out. Well, I'm definitely wide awake now.
What did you do?
My mental defense were bombarded with sonic resonance. Fuyuhiko, was this not your doing just now?
Shut up.
Why would anyone do something so childish? You must have rushed over after hearing that sound, but you sure seemed to get there pretty fast.
Well, yeah.
Well, I didn't rush over here. I was at the lounge by coincidence. Coincidence?
Huh?
What? Do you doubt me?
Hey.
Whatever. I don't really give a crap, but it's 5:30 a.m.
Aw, man.
Man, thanks for Fuyuhiko. I woke up early for no reason. I should go back to sleep. What was that sound?
What's going on?
Earthquake?
His pressure.
It did not feel like it shook.
Hey.
There's no way this building is gonna collapse, right? Hey, Kazuichi, stop clinging to me. And that's what happened. I see. So you're the one who was clinging to Fuyuhiko.
That's obviously wrong.
That's not in the important part. And what happened afterward? Did you guys just separate?
Hey.
We decided to wait things out, but in the end, nothing else happened.
Also,
And not just that, we all felt really weak, so we decided to just go back to our rooms for a while. I see. Yep, what you said just now was extremely important. Thanks to that, I thought of one suspicious person.
What?
Who are you talking about? Me, of course. What? Huh? What?
huh?
Nagito, explain yourself! I mean, isn't it strange? I was the only one who didn't notice the alarm that was so loud. Everyone else came out of their rooms. Well, the same goes for the rumbling noise that you guys heard after that.
Right, you.
Hey, you better not be trying to confuse the shit out of us. I think that's exactly what he's trying to do. Of course I'm not. For now. God fucking Nagito. I hate you so much.
Hey.
That for now line is what's making us even more worried. Anyway, seems there's no doubt that what you guys just told me is a very important clue. The wall clock alarm you heard first, and the rumbling noise that came right after. Now then, how do these noises relate to this case? Yep, I get it now. Thanks to everyone's detailed information, I'm slowly getting a grasp of the situation. I'm not! If I put events in chronological order, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 5 a.m. That's the time Nekomaru apparently went down to the first floor. At 5:30 a.m., the alarm clock in the lounge started ringing. When that happened, you two woke up and left your rooms to go to the lounge where Fuyuhiko was. Right after that, you heard a strange rumbling sound that didn't quite make sense.
Let's make history.
Now that I think about it, something might have happened to Nekomaru during that noise. If so, that must have been Nekomaru's final scream before he breathed his last. Hold on! If Nekomaru died when he heard that sound, doesn't that mean we have an alibi? An alibi?
I mean...
When we heard that rumbling noise, we were at the lounge, you know? If that's when the killer murdered Nekomaru, then we have a solid alibi. Yeah, that does confirm that these three were not the killer. So, I guess in a fucked up way, Nagito has made himself a suspect. Which, like, from the sounds of it, that's what he wants. He wants to be a suspect. He wants to confuse the case. But he is a solid suspect. Can't argue with that. Might be too soon to declare that just yet. We can't be certain unless we first clear up the mystery surrounding that rumbling noise. No, I actually do think it creates a solid alibi. It means that it means somebody at Strawberry House is more than likely not the killer. Alright. And, like, here's the thing. The only one in Grape Tower that I could see even having enough strength to take out Nekomaru is Akane. And we know for a fact Akane would not kill Nekomaru. I don't suspect Chiaki at all, and I don't think Sonia has the strength. And I don't think it's Hajime, because let's face it, Hajime's the main character. He's not going to kill anyone. So this really is a trial in which I have no idea who could be the killer. You all heard the alarm clock in the lounge go off just before the rumble. What do you suppose that means? Hey, haven't we talked enough? I really think I should repair the elevator soon. Oh my, you're still here? Once the elevator's fixed, I'm not gonna let you anywhere near it! So Kazuichi ran down the stairs, complaining for some reason. I'm sure I can only imagine why, Nagito. Maybe it's because you're a dick! So what should we do now? There's something I wanted you to do. After the elevator is fixed, there's something I want you to investigate. Huh? What is it? The clocks in the first floor lounges of both Grape House and Strawberry House. Ah! To see if Grape House and Strawberry House both have alarms. Right after that, you heard a strange rumbling sound that didn't quite make sense. Huh? Why? I'll tell you later.
Hey, bastard.
Fine, but why asking me? You can investigate that yourself. I would investigate it myself, but by the time the elevator is fixed, there's a chance I might not be with you all anymore. Is he gonna go investigate the final dead room? Huh? Anyway, I'm counting on you. That bastard doesn't make any sense. Now then, here comes the main event. There's only one thing I can do for them. I can go to that place for everyone's sake. He's gonna go into the final dead room! I can't let them face that danger. I must be the pariah who goes in their place. Holy shit, that's exactly what Nagito's gonna do! I should investigate one more time before heading over there. The elevator and the door at the back hall, at the back of Strawberry Hall. Just in case, it might be good to check and make sure they're really blocked off. Wow, he's actually gonna do it! So there's the elevator. Yeah, let's investigate the hall, because I want to... Oh my god, it really is broken. It's a Strawberry Hall door that leads to the tower. The button is broken. There's no way it'll open. As I recall, based on what Fuyuhiko told Hajime over the phone, the other side of this door is also barred with chains. They must have been really cautious to go to the trouble of barring the door from both sides. Something about that seems a little suspicious.
Let's make history.
The killer's intent. I can only think of one explanation. Ah, Gundam. Perhaps they intended to keep me from entering the scene of the crime.
Listen well.
Which means the killer was afraid of the conclusion promised by my assumptions. Yeah, that was probably it. Oh boy. Man. Okay, so I actually think we're gonna end things off here. Because really the only thing we have left to explore before heading to the final dead room is the elevator. I actually think we're gonna wait to do that. Because I wanna... I don't know if investigating this is gonna instantly lead to Nagito going to the final dead room. And I think this is a good stopping point. So I think we're gonna do just that. Thank you all so much for watching. And next time on Danganronpa 2... Fucking hell, man. Nagito's gonna go to the final dead room. We finally get to see what's inside that. I'm actually looking forward to it. And until then, I will see you all later. Goodbye!